First, it was the you-know-who brand that was facing a ban and a boycott. And now it's members of his team. MSNBC's Morning Joe says they will no longer book Trump spokeswoman Kellyanne Conway. Should the media be banning or silencing these people? Or are they suppressing free speech? Or is there such a thing anymore?
Well, Mika Brzezinski's reasoning, I quote her, every time I've seen her on television, something's askew, off, or incorrect. And yet they bring Sean Spicer there, who also is incorrect, askew. Trump goes on there. He's also incorrect, askew. Why they pick on Kellyanne? Well, she's not any worse than the rest of them.
I think they feel like she's not a good representative of the administration, and I think that's what I think that
the administration isn't a good representative.
That may be true.
I'm surprised nobody grabbed Steve. To be honest, I'm surprised Bannon's not been brought on yet.
But I submit to that Kellyanne is the reason that he won, because 2 weeks before the election, she said to him, act presidential and fool everybody, and that's what he did.
She certainly normalized him, but you know, I'm always troubled by not having a seat at the table. Like, I struggle with this, because if you don't have a seat at the table, you can't pick the menu. You can't pick what you're eating. And so if you're not going to meet with the president, if you're not going to have a dialogue with Kellyanne Conway, then you're in the dark. Like, I just don't know what's the right thing to do.
My take on it,
she's not at the table.
Right.
They're saying that they're not bringing her in because they don't feel she's in these meetings.
She's his special advisor.
She's making a lot of mistakes,
Why would you not sit with her?
Well, right before Michael Flynn, before Michael Flynn resigned, an hour before, she came on the air saying he has the full support of the president.
Right.
That was an hour
Which is
before he
probably
resigned.
what he told her.
But I think that's the problem.
And then an hour later, he changed his mind.
I think they're saying, though, they're not going to have a representative from the administration. I think they're saying maybe this isn't the best person to have on because she's been proven to not be credible in her reporting. So why are we interviewing someone that's making these mistakes and not giving us accurate information?
She is representing the president, and I think, like what he said, it is probably likely that he tells her these things, and she is in his inner circle.
You know what's funny about this is whenever we hear folks who come out and speak for the administration, be it Condoleezza Rice or Colin Powell or Mrs. Clinton, you know, folks always are like, hey, well, you know, you said it was this. You said it was that. So we hold people to a very high standard when they are just giving you the information that they are getting. And banning her or banning anyone, in a way, I agree with you. But what I'm trying to figure out is, you know, you see Sean Spicer talking to people, but he only speaks to Breitbart, as I said earlier, Breitbart and Fox News. So I wonder why we continue to give them the space to do stuff like this.
Well, something interesting happened this week, because Bill Maher had booked a Breitbart editor, Milo Yiannopolous, very controversial right-wing guy, and Jeremy Scahill, who's the co-founder of The Intercept, was booked on that show and basically came out and said, I'm declining. I'm not coming because I believe that it's inappropriate, and I'm paraphrasing, that you're giving a platform to this guy. And Bill Maher responded and disagreed and defended his decision and said, if Mr. Yiannopolous is indeed the monster Scahill claims, and he might be, nothing could serve the liberal cause better than having him exposed on Friday night. I agree 100%.
I agree 100%. I remember Steve Harvey, who I know, Steve Harvey met with President Trump. Huge backlash for it. And his response was, you need to have a seat at the table. And I think there's something to that open dialogue.
Also, Bill Maher is an entertainer, and he knows conflict really brings in eyeballs. And believe me, he will eviscerate this Yiannopolous. He is so brilliant, Bill Maher, and this guy's an idiot.
That's how you change. That's how you change minds, though. When I took this job, I remember when I took this job, I got so much heat from Fox News people, from right-wing people, saying you're going to go, you're going to be talking to, you know, that's liberal media. You're going to be talking to a liberal audience. And I said, you know what? If I have the power at this table to convince one person who's watching at home, or change one heart or mind, or show people that you can have a conversation, then I've done my job. And that's what people need to do.
This show has been doing that for 20 years. This show has been doing that for 20 years. And, you know, folks at Fox, you know, when you only have one thing that you talk about, we talk about everything.
We do.
We talk about everything, everybody, and we try to be fair. We get heated sometimes. We're never nasty to each other. We do our jobs because we actually do a little bit of our homework, you know, unlike a lot of folks on Fox. You know, I'm just saying, I watch y'all too. We'll be right back. Yeah.
I say, oh, what a beautiful